Are you facing rising ad costs and a declining ROAS? If so, today I'm going to share you a simple way to protect your business, bulletproof your business, because those ad costs aren't likely to go down anytime soon. And even if you are able to stabilize your ROAS, there is that ongoing trend that I'll talk about in just a second that might be impacting your business. So this is something super simple to ensure that your profitability grows even faster than any of those front-end ad costs that you're dealing with right now. So it's the first time joining one of my lives. I'm Brian Czekanski, and I work with companies that have low-ticket buyers, but also a proven high-ticket offer, and give them the antidote to a lot of these rising ad costs that are really happening across industries. And obviously not that surprising, especially in December. December typically is that month where ad costs, particularly on Facebook, YouTube, kind of across the board, go up dramatically because a lot of these big corporations are bringing in their ad budgets, trying to catch the attention of people at the very end of the year, trying to get them to open up their wallets. So just a huge competition coming on in December, and that competition and amount of money that comes through obviously jacks up ad costs across the board. But for your company, you might have been dealing even before December, even before the fourth quarter, you might have seen that there's been a pretty significant rise in ad costs, particularly over the last few years, up over 100%. So everybody talks about inflation, but leading at the, at the top of that inflation, what nobody really talks about is how ad costs are going up significantly. And it really is due to the fact that more and more businesses are obviously advertising online. More and more businesses are being created online, but also advertising online. That's no surprise. I'm not, giving you any secrets there. But the other part is on the other side, in terms of supply. Obviously, supply is not ever ending. Obviously, there's no, more social programs like platforms and things like that being created. But one thing that has diminished is kind of those audiences. So Apple and Google have kind of locked in, all their privacy concern, like policies and things like that, has kind of shrunken the audiences of a lot of these various different platforms on Facebook and elsewhere. So you've got declining audiences, you've got more and more people competing for a set amount of advertising space. And obviously that's a recipe for, that ad inflation that is going on right now. And again, it's something that is kind of a persistent thing going on. I would call it kind of a paradigm shift that we're seeing, particularly over the last few years. So your businesses have to be kind of prepared for it. And I'll talk through today how you can actually bulletproof your business and make sure on the back end that your back end profitability is growing faster than those ad costs. So that's really the secret that I'll talk about today, is really giving you a sense of like, once you get those customers in the door, you don't have to worry as much about what they cost on the front end, because you have a proven ability to move them up to your higher ticket type of offers, increase your profitability, and do that on a consistent basis. And that's really the challenge for a lot of businesses. How can I do this consistently? So this is kind of where I step in terms of the phoneless sales machine, always getting in front of your low ticket buyers on your email list. So again, they might have bought 1 year ago, they might have bought 3 years ago, 5 years ago. It doesn't really matter. The fact that we're putting your offer, that higher ticket type of offer, maybe you have one, maybe you have many, but putting that in front of them and getting, reactivating a lot of those buyers and leads that you might have had in the past, monetizing those, and obviously monetizing them faster than the lead costs, excuse me, that you're seeing elsewhere. So again, think about this thing. Like if you can grow your profitability faster, especially on the back end, that's where a lot of your profits are coming through. If you can turn those low ticket buyers into high ticket buyers really quickly, it doesn't really matter as much. Obviously it's a concern, but it's not as much of a concern for your business because we're doing it at a faster clip than those ad costs are rising on the front end. So again, how do we do that in terms of bringing that through? So again, you might have a sales team right now that is selling your high ticket type of offer, but not all of your buyers are agreeing to jump on those sales calls. Even when they do jump on that sales call, not all of them are saying yes to it. So those are the type of leads that I want to get in front of. Those are the type of buyers I want to get in front of, kind of what I call trash can assets. Those are the buyers on your list that, you've kind of given up on, those that, you think are never going to buy anything in any high percentage. So I want to prove to you, and again, I do this in a way, I make my offer as attractive as possible, and saying like, okay, there's no upfront investment here. There's no real risk because I'm pouring my time and energy into running a marketing test to get out to your list and to kind of prove to you that there is this ability to activate and reactivate some of your buyers on the list. And the great part is that like you don't pay me a dime until those buyers come through and they actually hit your payment processor, whether it's Stripe or something else. Only then do you have to pay me on the back end. So again, the huge benefit here is you don't have a huge amount of risk up front. In fact, you got zero risk because I'm really doing the work for you and kind of proving this model. And then when I do prove the model and show you that all those buyers that you gave up on, again, they might have bought in several years ago or things like that. When I prove to you that they're going to buy your higher ticket type of offer by using a different method beyond jumping on a phone call or webinar or sales page, you're going to come back to me and you're going to want to do it again and again and again. And that's what I do with businesses every single month in terms of maybe it's rotating their high ticket offers or using a different hook or big idea to get in front of those past buyers to really get them to raise their hand, kind of enter into the conversation with me via chat or via email. And I move them through that process of getting to know them a little bit better. What are the outcomes they're looking for, their pain points, all those kind of things that you do on a sales call, but do it all via email and move them through so that all you have to do is really set up a checkout page for me to send them to and kind of do all the work and make sure that we ring the register for that as many times as possible. So you can see how, again, consistently getting in front of those past email buyers might not make a lot of sense right now because, again, these are buyers that you kind of gave up on, especially in terms of the process. A lot of companies will have a low ticket buyer come through their door. They'll go through the email sequence, maybe jump on a call with a sales team. And after 30 days, if they haven't bought that higher ticket type of offer, they've kind of given up on them. But I can tell you that there's a lot of gold on your list right now that you're not mining, and I can help you do that by really thinking about that. And again, why does this come to mind so much is because, again, on your front end, you're facing heavy pressure in terms of the ad costs going up, again, for a lot of the reasons that I talked about, and that's really impacting your ROAS. You're seeing your ROAS, either flatline despite all your best efforts, or it continues to go down day after day. And obviously, if you've got a low ticket funnel and you're trying to get people through the door as much as possible, that puts a tremendous strain on your business. And again, just in the last few weeks, I've heard a lot of companies that are going through this and they're starting to lay off some of that creative, their creative team is being, laid off right before the holidays just because they're facing some of these cash flow issues as their costs rise and they're not able to fill out some of that capacity that they built up on the back end. So I have that ability to fill up if you have capacity on the back end, especially in terms of coaching or other programs that you have, whether it's a course or coaching or supplement bundles. There's so many different things in terms of those high tickets. So high ticket I really refer to from 1,000 to all the way up to 50,000. I've sold as high ticket offers. So really think about how we can kind of scale that back end offer so that even if your ad costs continue to go up and ROAS continues to come down, your business is protected. You don't have to lay off people right before the holidays or at any time because you're facing some of those cash flow issues as we have it together. So if this video was helpful to kind of introduce a new idea, especially for a big problem for a lot of business owners out there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, coming out every single day with new content, talking through how the phoneless sales machine can transform your business, get more people of those low ticket buyers to your higher ticket offers, and change the cash flow and profitability metrics for your company going forward. So with that, I'll catch you on a future live.